This is the Next Generation podcast.
Why don't you want me? Why don't you want me?
Greetings and welcome to episode 3 of the Next Generation Records podcast, brought to you by yours truly, Mr. Brisk, alongside
myself, DJ Fracus. Love it.
Is that it? Is that your funny intro?
That's my funny intro.
Right, it actually said a moment ago, stop, I can do that even funnier, I've got something, and like you had some brainwave.
I didn't say it was funny. I just said it. How else can I say it?
I'm a stupid man. Anyway, tons and tons to get through today. This month, it's the May podcast. We've got a great big mishmash of styles for our section of the show, and in part 2,
DJ Darwin coming up with a guest mix, exceptionally good quality, and I believe this is a Darwin track in the background right now.
Yeah, is this on your label?
It is indeed.
Oh, let's not plug it then.
Yes, this is DJ Darwin track entitled Why Don't You, forthcoming on Hardcore Underground Records.
Check it out.
NextGenerationRecords.co.uk.
Whoa, I'm not messing around with the mixes this week, are we?
Bum sex.
I'm sure there's a logic somewhere there, Paul, in your twisted homosexual mind.
I thought the intro was far too serious, so I thought I'd just chuck some bum sex in, just to shake it up a little. So a couple of back-to-back ham tracks there, no less.
Ham sandwich.
Ham sandwich, well, with a bit of Brisk mixing too.
Oh, it's so funny.
Yep, first up, Brisk and Ham, Daybreaker. That's forthcoming on Next Generation. And in the background now, ironically, it's brand new, but it is old because it's called Old School. No track from DJ Ham on Next Generation 2.
Check it out.
Listening to DJ Brisk and DJ Fracus on the Next Generation podcast.
You could minimise the chair movement while you try and talk because it's actually picking up the sound.
Fuck off.
Well, you know, just trying to make it as professional as possible. And
don't be ridiculous. I get excited by these tunes and I can't help but have a little bit of a spazzy wiggle in my seat. You know.
Is that what you're going to be like when you're an old man in a wheelchair?
Because of the sheer hell you put me through.
You look right at home in a Romanian orphanage.
Romanian? Why Romanian?
Hey, you remember that on Blue Peter? They used to all sit in cots and rock back and forth. It's not funny. I gave plenty of money. that was DJ Ham, Old School, forthcoming Next Generation Records, and we go into this absolutely brand spanking new from Al Storm, track entitled Everybody in the Club.
I think it's forthcoming on 24/7, is it?
I believe so.
Not available digitally because he doesn't like the piracy that's going on out there, and that's why, in fact, we talk over all of these tunes incessantly.
Sounds of the Next Generation podcast. DJ Brisk and DJ Fracus bringing it to you hard and fast.
No, this is a good record. It's Fracus featuring Fraz.
Nothing like a bit of self-belief, eh? A bit of a spring in your step.
Nothing wrong with having a spring in your step, Paul.
Yeah, better than the usual cock in your ass, eh, guys?
Here we go. Gay jokes. Talking of gay... Yeah.
I had a dream about you last night. Oh, God. Anyway, I'll tell you what it was off air and we can come back to it.
Okay. Yeah, I think that's probably best.
Why?
Roll neck sweater
and a suit jacket, and you had a girlfriend. That's the most bizarre bit about it. You actually had a bird. As if.
Every day I live the dream. You can see it in my eyes. If you took your love from me, I would slowly lose my mind. Every word you said is true. Love can make you go insane. It would break my heart in two if we threw it all away. So hold me and feel the love inside and tell me that everything's alright. Just stay forever in my life and save our love tonight.
Right now you're in tune to the Next Generation podcast.
And this track is actually available right now for you to download should you wish to purchase it for 17 pence, thanks to the Hardcore Nation MP3 giveaway fiasco.
17 pence, yeah, nice one for that, Pete, by the way. 17 pence, what can you buy with that? Just buy a donut? But you can even buy a donut for 17 pence.
You have to be a second-hand one.
Second-hand one? What, like a used donut?
Yeah.
A bit like yours.
Yeah, another go, Joe. At least mine's got lots of chocolate in the middle.
Oh, he's saving it for your boyfriend, Franz.
Ooh, Franz, you gotta save love. Well, that's probably the last time he worked with me, but that was Fracus featuring Fraz, Save Our Love. I just feel that the level of comedy in this podcast has just gone downhill. We're going to be reduced to telling knock-knock jokes or something.
I know one. Your mama's so fat, she puts a belt on with a boomerang.
Oh, God.
Sorry, man.
I used to know loads of those. Your mum's so fat, a car once swerved to avoid her and ran out of petrol.
Hey! Your mum was so fat she went for a blood test and the result came back as ragu.
What was that, like meat sauce?
Yeah, you know, the pasta sauce you can get.
Your mum is so fat that her last school photograph was an aerial shot.
Anyway, stop already.
Enough.
On. That's the only ones I can remember, to be honest, so we have to move on anyway. Last word from me, thanks. Okay.
Brisk and Vagabond, the only ones, track from a couple of years ago. Myself, Fracus on the remix there, much better than the original, I think you agree.
Oh, I wouldn't go that far. It's better mixed down for sure, but you've got such a big head these days. How'd you get it through that tight-fitting shirt collar?
I know, if I get any more arrogant, I'll start grassing up on my colleagues.
NextGenerationRecords.co.uk.
Wow, got a little bit political,
Did. Hey, your mum's so fat, she wakes up in sections.
Oh, he's got Google open though.
No, it's not.
Your mum's so fat that when I had sex with her, I got my arse in the light bulb.
Your mum was so fat when she fell in love, she broke it.
Move to the bass drum.
Oh dear, Brisk and Fracus, Next Generation Records Podcast, Volume 3.
Yep, very, very good one so far. I'm enjoying it, aren't you?
No. And yet another Brisk and Vagabond record, very self-indulgent. This is a track entitled Drift Away, which is actually quite good, unfortunately.
Yeah, if it's good, play it, you know what I mean? Unlike yours.
Release me from this place.
times have I told you to turn your phone off in the studio? And you've got that dodgy Nokia phone on it.
So
as well.
popular.
Yeah, right.
Hello, Mum. Do you know, when I was growing up, in the phone book, in the unspecified area of the country where I was a small boy, there was somebody in the phone book.
When I was a small boy, you're still small now, aren't you?
Yeah, but I meant, mentally. There was somebody called BJ My Cock in the phone book.
BJ Mycock?
Yeah.
Right about now, you're in tune to the sounds of the DJ Brisk and the DJ Fracus, bringing it to you harder than ever on the Next Generation Podcast. Check us out on nextgenerationrecords.co.uk. Check it.
Do you like those Chuck Norris jokes? Do you remember those Chuck Norris things a few years ago?
I don't. It's quite funny.
Chuck Norris is so hard he can swim through land.
Is that right?
Ready to blaze.
Your mum is so fat, the National Weather Agency has to assign names to her farts.
That's horrible.
That's great.
Where would we be without the internet these days?
I don't know.
Do what you like, mate. I've got control of the editing button. You can blow as many raspberries as you like. So Brisk and Vagabond featuring Tess, that was Drift Away, forthcoming on Next Generation Records. Moving into this one now, Brisk and Vagabond again. This is a track entitled Hardcore Habanero.
Oh, there's a bit of a hat trick there. It's Hardcore Habanero, yes, which is in one of the hottest chilies known to man. Did you know that?
No, I didn't. It sounds like a bit like habanero, doesn't it?
Habanero, what? Right, a chocolate bar. Yeah.
Coming soon, Brisk and Vagabond. How about Twix?
This is the Next Generation Podcast.
You like all these sort of Russian type riffs, don't you?
I do. I'm very in touch with Eastern Europe.
Do you think you've drunk so much vodka?
I've drunk a fair bit amount of vodka, yeah. It's my favourite drink. Did you know it's made from potatoes?
No, it isn't.
Yes, it is. Vodka's made from potatoes, yeah. Potatoes and cheese.
No, when you get mash up.
Hey!
Cheese? Did you say cheese?
He didn't even query it. I was just sat here laughing.
Nothing surprises me anymore. are steering completely away from cheese, taking things a little bit harder with some gabber. What's track's this, Paul?
This is from our Dutch counterparts, State of Emergency, track called Call It Music. This is out now on Raw Fuel.
NextGenerationRecords.co.uk, baby.
So off your adrenaline and start reacting.
Like anyone would be, I am flattered by your fascination with me. Must be somewhat hard-turning to watch and hurt me, shepherd. But you're not allowed. You're uninvited, an unfortunate slide.
Call it music.
Right, I've got some more jokes for you then. Some,
Well, before we start, your mum is so ugly, she has to tie a stake around in it to get the dog to play with her.
Your mum's so ugly that when she was a baby, they used to feed her with a slingshot.
Your mum's so ugly, she made an onion cry.
Your mum's so ugly that when she was a baby, they told her to shave her ass and walk backwards.
Fucking hell.
Through your sound system.
There you go, check that shit out. I can mix Gabba, I'm as big a man as you.
I wouldn't say that myself, but you think what you need to get through every day.
Yeah, I do.
The self-belief is definitely helping you.
Yeah. since you're such a gabba connoisseur, then you can do the track ident on this for us.
This is Bertucci, Ecstasy Love Headbanger remix out now on Berserk Records. It's a remix of a older track from the mid-90s before you try and get that information in Gareth and make out that you're some kind of Dutch guru.
It's Eric and Tactics label, isn't it? See, I didn't know that.
Tactics label, Eric and Tactics.
Is it or is it not?
Oh, what's saying?
Well, I'll just go on Discogs and come back in about 30 seconds.
As you always do. But you're not using my laptop, so how are you going to do that?
I'll go home and do it.
Yeah, well,
this isn't recorded in real time, is it?
Teleport machine, like time travel device. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the first half an hour. It's been a bit of a mishmash.
It's definitely ticked a lot of musical boxes, Paul.
You love ticking boxes, no?
I do love ticking boxes, especially female ones. Before you say it, bound to be some sort of gay joke. No.
You see, didn't even say a word. It's clear evidence there of a guilty conscience.
Why would I feel guilty about being gay? Are you insinuating there's something wrong with it?
There's nothing wrong with it. It's guilt for not actually coming out on air. I'm coming out. I want the world to know.
You heard it here first, DJ Brisk.
No, I'm actually singing your favourite song.
Oh, right. Oh, that's my favourite song. You know better than me what my favourite song is.
Anthem. I'm coming out 2009 Brisk remix.
With us approaching that time in the show, Paul, are you excited?
Oh, you're so jovial, full of life, exciting. Yeah, it's time for our ad break, which is becoming infamous, and we know you enjoy them. So we've got some great companies and products this month, as per usual.
We run out of ideas though, so
if you've got a good idea and you'd like to see it possibly turned into an advert and featured on the NG podcast, why don't you drop us a line, info at nextgenerationrecords.co.uk.
And you never know, you might hit the levels of genius that we did last month with Jacques Monkey
Black. Oh, by the way, your mum so stupid she bought a solar powered torch.
Word, yo. What up, man? This ain't no motherfucking butcher shop. Yeah, word, man. You want meats? We got meats and treats. We got all types of chicken, including breasts and legs.
Hell, Negro, we even got Scotch motherfucking eggs.
You need the freshest in sausage and some fresh pork, too.
We got tiny tubs of pasta that look just like poo.
We got a range of cheeses that smell real sick.
And thousands of salamis even thicker than my dick.
We got bowls of olives in the motherfucking place.
And homemade coleslaw like your mama used to make.
So if your fucking meat smells like it's being cursed,
get your ass over here, try our brand new liververse.
Our range of cold cuts are second to none.
With a 10% discount if you packing a gun.
With fruits, herbs, and spice speciality bread.
Yo, better buy from us, you'll get a cap in your head.
So buy your shit from us from now on, bro, I ain't messing.
The best meats and bread from the hip-hop delicatessen. For a real dope sandwich, check out the hip-hop delicatessen. Serving gangsters and thugs since 1982.
You know your ass want this meat.
The hip-hop delicatessen, where the meat is always fresh.
in sin, all tangled up in a canine conundrum, as young could be having it off out to wedlock with some dirty bitch. Well, now it's time to own up to the litter and make it official. Bring your dog to the kennel and we'll scrub them up and hose them down. Drive them in a limo all around town. Get a little ring on the end of her paw. Stop letting your dog live like a dirty little whore.
Please be aware that terms and conditions apply. There is no such thing as canine marriage and it is not recognised under the laws of the United Kingdom. In fact, we'll simply be charging you £50 for a 6 ceremony where we give your dog a quick clean and stick a veil over his head like some horrible pantomime. For a full list of ways to waste your money with Dog Marriage Limited, please visit our website at www.peoplearestupidwhenitcomestotheirpets.com. Do you take this dog to be your lawful wedded wife? That means yes, doesn't it?
Definitely yes.
That was a yes. I heard yes.
Deodorant. Smell just like a cock. Deodorant.
No more wanking in a sock. Oh, Jean-Pierre, I cannot get myself a bird. I am at the end of my tether. I haven't had my underwear in months.
Why, I tell you why you can't get your underwear, Jean-Paul. It's because you smell horrible. You need to get yourself a proper deodorant like Bok Bok.
What the hell is Bok Bok?
It's the latest in body spray for Not only is it chicken scented, but it is chicken flavored. So if you want to pull at an end party, you need to smell like a cock and taste like a cock. Bok Bok is the very best out there. You won't have to sit inside and play with your stingy winky once the ladies get a whiff of this. Here, you smell it.
Oh, Jean-Pierre, you smell like a cock.
Yes, I do. Now lick me.
Oh, Jean-Pierre, you taste like a cock.
Thank you very much, Jean-Paul. I think it's about time you started smelling and tasting like a cock too, don't you? Bok Bok deodorant covers the scent of most body odors and of course cowardice. Coming soon to the market, French onion soup for those who like to pull the larger ladies. And for the dirty pigs amongst you, there's new truffle flavor. Wee wee! New Bok Bok chicken flavored and scented body spray. Don't be a cock, just smell like one.
This week on Birmingham Inc., Steve has the Aston Villa badge tattooed on his right bum cheek.
What am you doing the lion now? That really is.
Oh, Steve, stop whining. What am you saying?
Well, it's not going to look at it. Look me bum.
Well, it is a lay it down. She didn't come down even with a fucking knitting needle.
Chardonnay's coming in for a big owl either side of her ring piece, so when she bends over it says lol.
It's for our Jason, really, because he likes to have fun when he does me up the shitter.
And Naz is having something, well, a little bit different. The Muppet. What I'm going to have here is I'm going to have like a Gonzo's face above me, like above me private area, yeah. And then my dick's going to be his nose.
And finally, David decides what he wants for his back piece.
So, David, you sure about that big Elvis then on your shoulder blade?
That's all on this week's episode of Birmingham Inc. 8:30 on the Brain Dead channel, Sky Television. Or is it 8:45? I can't remember.
Well, it don't matter anyway, does it?
8:30. No, it's 8:45. Well, it don't matter anyway, because none of them are going out anyway, am they?
Well, 4 more fantastic products and services that you may or may not want to take advantage of.
I'm quite into that Bok Bok deodorant, to be honest with you. It sounds really interesting.
Sounds like you could flavoured deodorant spray it on your dinner, couldn't you?
Yeah, absolutely. Or on your cock. Chicken flavoured cock. Cock flavoured cock.
Cock. There you go. There's a sub-company already.
Help me, please. Brisk and Fracus have locked me in a room and they're forcing me to play things I don't want to play.
So there we go, crazy Mr. Darwin with his jovial voiceovers.
We've started a trend, except his was actually quite funny. Yeah. So, yes, we're going in the mix with our guest this month, DJ Darwin, for the next half an hour, and we're going to try to keep the bullshit babbling down to a minimum.
We'll try. We didn't promise it. No.
Right now, you're in tune to the sounds of DJ Brisk and DJ Fracus on the Next Generation Podcast.
Don't forget, if you like what you're hearing and you want to check out Darwin's MySpace page, it's www.myspace.com/Darwin Deeper Territory. That's all one word. Kicking things off there with Darwin Kicking Stuff, forthcoming on Notorious Vinyl, I believe. Thank you for that.
Welcome.
As we roll with the mix now, coming into a track forthcoming on Hardcore Underground Records, I believe. Track titled Ready for Love.
That's not what I've got. I've got CLSM.net.
Well, I don't know what label it's on then. Maybe it is on CLSM. I just assumed it was being signed to us. I don't know.
Yeah, assume all you want, you know. I own a label now, so therefore everything that gets written by certain people is therefore
I didn't say that.
responsibility and you know, my release.
That was Darwin, Ready for Love.
Are you dehydrated?
Why?
I think his bottom lip's really chapped. What were you doing in my spare room last night?
Nothing.
Yeah, sure.
No, I didn't stay in your spare room last night.
Why are you blushing?
I'm not blushing, those are friction burns. I don't know if you find this, but nobody has actually ever come and spoke to me about this podcast, ever.
Well, yeah, I've had several people congratulate me on the success.
Oh, have you?
Yeah, I just guess there's always going to be one understudy, isn't there?
Yeah, well, people are obviously too starstruck to come and talk to me, aren't they?
Yeah, they're probably thinking, God, he's really eloquent on the radio, that can't be him.
A dream where that something is real. Everything I'll ever need is right here with you. Don't say a word now that I found you. Don't say a word now we're believe. Don't say a word.
Well, the track list here says that this is Darwin and Obi featuring Vicky Fee. We know the truth, but it doesn't sound like Vicky singing.
It doesn't say Vicky Fee, it just says Vicky.
Oh, it's obviously not her.
It could be another Vicky, you know.
Well, she ought to specify, she ought to put some sort of full identification.
Well, that's not my problem, mate, to be fair.
No. So, shout to you, Vicky, if you're out there. Get us soon, mate. Talking of surnames, actually, there was a boy who was a couple of years younger than us at school, and his mum remarried, and his name became Lewis Lewis. What do you think of that?
No comment.
Shout to you, mate, if you're out there. I do apologise. Right, well, we actually don't have a title for this. We've just recorded a little bit that we've just deleted and we're not going to put back in. Honestly, what is with the jokes? Everything ends with sticking some sort of chocolate bar up your arse. Why does that happen?
I don't know, yours bad.
I'm not
bad.
I don't know why I find that sort of stuff so
What
funny.
were you doing in my spare room last night? Why are your lips chapped and why are your fingers covered in melted chocolate?
Oh, that's not chocolate, smell it. You notice the dog's not been barking this morning.
Don't stop.
So let's try. We don't know the title of, but you can make up your own title. Sure.
If you've got a really, really funny track idea, why don't you drop us an email, info@nextgenerationrecords.co.uk.
Forward it to Darwin, see if you
forward it to him, and if you come up with a funny title, if he hasn't got one already, then maybe he'll use it. Who knows? It's crazy, this world of hardcore.
Moving into this one, this is Darwin and Ant Johnson. This is When the Sun Comes Out. Stabtastic.
I like that. It reminds me of sort of 96 bouncy techno shizzle.
Yeah, this is forthcoming on Rebuild Music. Shouts to Ollie.
Ollie Thumper.
sun comes out, all the dark clouds drift away. But when the stars come out, I can see why I'm here today. 'Cause when the sun comes out, the world is white and the bad times fall my way. When the sun comes out, it takes me to a better place. Every time the sun comes out.
It's almost the end now. Can we talk a little bit more, please?
Yeah, you've been well behaved, I'll give you that. Must be difficult with a mouth like yours to hold
a mouth like mine. What's wrong with my mouth?
It's all chapped and it's got poo particles on the
Oh God, you're just disgusting. Honestly, you've got. I think you've. You're actually
been in the garden. I noticed when I went to bed last night there was at least 3 of my dog's dumps in the gravel, and when I got out this morning they were all gone. Now I'm looking at your mouth and I don't think that's chocolate.
Okay, new levels of depravity have been reached on Next Generation Podcast Volume 3.
Anyway, thoroughly banging mix. Our special thanks to Mr. Darwin. I hope you've enjoyed that mix as much as we have, despite the fact that you've been unable to talk for, as incessantly as you like to. Rant. We're just recording random bollocks.
Not talking shit.
Good. Anyway, just to recap on the track list, Darwin opened up with Darwin Kicking Stuff. Darwin, of course. Into Darwin Ready for Love, forthcoming on CLSM now, I believe. It's the one that you thought you had, but you don't. Haha. Anyway, into Darwin featuring Vicky and Obi, We Know the Truth.
And after that, we had a track that we don't know the title of, but
it was Darwin, I think.
It was a Darwin track, I'm sure. It sounded like a Darwin track. I'm sure it'll be posted up online, followed by Darwin and Ant Johnson When the Sun Comes Out, forthcoming on Rebuild Music. And in the background now, Darwin and Aqua Mendez, This Is Coming Off the Wall.
Aqua Mendez?
Yeah.
Sounds like a Spanish swimmer.
He is a Spanish swimmer.
Yeah?
Yeah. What? 100-meter champion. Well, that's been another podcast, been and gone, Paul.
God, where did the hour go, eh?
I don't know.
Considering we had to re-record the whole thing because the computer crashed last night and it was very, very depressing. 7 hours of work down the shitter.
And a bottle of vodka. And we've had to do it sober this morning, so...
yeah, with a hangover, it's not really been the best experience. But we hope you've enjoyed it. It certainly turned out...
Musically, I think it's been better than any of the other podcasts.
How could it be better than last night? It's the same music.
Back to your Romanian orphan.
What? So the other two podcasts are crap compared to this show.
That's not what I said. I didn't say they were shit. I just said this one's better.
American. In fact, I'm particularly taken back with the Jacques Multiplug, which is on episode 2. So make sure if you haven't got that, you go back and get it.
And we were so drunk we don't actually remember making that.
Yeah, we don't actually remember making it. So if you listen to our slurring French accents, I mean not ours, whoever did the vocals.
Very, very good sponsor. And if you do want multiple appliances in kitchen, Jacques Multiplug is a way to go, Asian bull. We will see you next time. Take it easy.
Peace out, homies.
You should both be ashamed of yourselves, kidnapping innocent DJs and making them do DJ mixes for your podcast.